You said you want to test something while it's live? Or
I just wanted to see how it behaves without actually you being live on with the rest of the people.
yeah, yeah. Um, so I'm gonna send you the link of the. So it's live on YouTube.
Okay. So can you? Okay, it's live, so you're pretty much like streaming.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I think one time when I don't even want to run that package test no more because I don't even think it's.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I mean, you can do something like what I did with the black screen
Mhm.
that I was sending some traffic to the website.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I don't really think it's gonna be like network latency, to be honest. Yeah, CPU goes all the way up. So if you were to try to do this on my computer,
Take a picture of it. Right quick. So when it says this being 100%, what does that mean?
that's the processor, that's the CPU itself.
And that means like,
It's full. I like it's running at top capacity.
and it shouldn't be running that high.
No, it should be running around maybe 80. I mean, 80, 75. But the reason for that is not the RAM, it's not the internet connection, it's not anything else. It's just the CPU,
The
the
processor.
processor. Yeah, because it's just Chrome. I mean, the other thing is the task manager is this application that I'm running. The network is I have 200 megs. It's working at 2%.
Mhm.
Um, and if you ping with this black screen, if you check it, this IP address is the website,
Mhm.
and it has 68 milliseconds of delay.
And what is the typical? What should that typically be?
No, that's fine.
Oh,
That's how it should be actually. This one, for example, was a little too big.
yeah,
That happens sometimes because of the network. But as long as you see it below 100,
yeah,
it should be fine. This regularly it doesn't get messed up because the CPU doesn't deal with this.
yeah, yeah.
It has its dedicated network card.
Mm-hmm.
So the problem is the lack of video card.
Lack of video card.
Yes, because when you're doing this, you see it gets stuck.
And so when this Wi-Fi go down, is that video card too? Because it's like
Um,
sometimes that normally like say that it's low or something, and
yeah,
that's what start
because
messing up.
this works like in a series of processes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a stack, just for saying. So when the video stream, for example, gets to your computer, it gets to your computer in 70 milliseconds.
Okay.
But the problem is from your computer to your screen, right? So for it to get to a point where you can see it, the processor has to align the pixels and whatever, do all the processing stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what creates the delay.
Okay.
So it's not the network. The network is working fine. The delay, when you see right here the signal icon with a low connection or whatever, low connectivity, that's the actual CPU throttling down the processing of the pixels and stuff. So that's pretty much it. And if you take it, for example, like this, look at the stream.
Oh yeah. Hold on, let me take a video of that. All right, do that again.
Yeah, and look at the time on the ping below it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, behind it. It never changes. It's just the same. But what gets stuck is the stream itself.
Yeah, so the stream is there.
Yeah, and if you go back really quick and check on the processor, it's really high. You see, it's always working at around 80, 90, 100%.
And that should be lower than that? Or?
Yeah, because at some point it goes like this at 100,
Mhm.
and when that happens, the stream gets stuck. Right. So if we go back here and the CPU is at 100%, the stream is normally gonna go stuck. So yeah, it's not the network, it's not the application,
Yeah.
it's the CPU. Or well, it can be the CPU or the lack of processing power. We can do the same testing here and see how it behaves.
Okay.
On my own laptop.
Round trip foods. This that is well within specs. High latency is high latency is 100.
What's she saying?
She said a ping test with 65 milliseconds round trip proves nothing to me. I don't. What does that mean?
That's when the packet gets to the server and comes back.
Yeah, but 65 is good.
That's the latency. Yes, that's fine.
This is well within specs. Highly latency is 100 or more.
Yeah, high latency is 100 or more, and it's always below 100.
Yeah.
I think she's like taking it personal, man.
Yeah, I think so too. Which
that's not personal. We're not telling her that she doesn't know. We're just telling her that you need a video card. Let's see, and if we can make the same test on my personal computer here. Where is the mouse? There we go. I think my computer should be able to handle this with the monitors, because when we're using this, I mean, this is an entire world. When we're using the setup, this one is using the video card, and these two are using the CPU.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes this one is going to be faster than this one's. You see the latency on the screen?
She said, I'm talking about the specs about this PC. It says that's
What's she saying?
I don't know. I'm gonna just say, can I call? Well, I don't even. Is this on Wi-Fi? That's why I also don't like texting, because like you could just be reading in tone and responding, and it's not like real time. But let me.
Yeah, and it's easy to put some tone into the words, written words.
So what's the Wi-Fi on there?
Yeah, I think, man, bottom line is not that this is a bad laptop.
Yeah.
It's just that what you need is a video card.
Yeah.
Look at the difference here, for example, when you do the same thing with the YouTube screen. It doesn't get stuck at all.
Well, because this is different than YouTube though, because that's a StreamYard. So I wonder if you do it with YouTube over there.
Yeah. You see this latency in opening the website?
Yeah.
It takes a long time to open the website itself. That's
So you can see with video call too.
yeah. Yeah, because you don't. I mean, if you don't have a video card like this one, the process. Like this is YouTube. This is not how it has trouble to actually play the video, and the network is sitting at less than 1. If you do that with my computer, you don't get the same problem. And look at the CPU. If you compare it to your CPU right here, right now we're not playing anything.
Mm-hmm.
We just have the browser open and it's reaching 90%. And my computer right now is 3%. And even if we played, oh, it's actually playing the video in the background. But you see, I have a GPU right here,
Yeah.
and you have the GPU right here. This is the graphics processing unit. That's the integrated one.
And the
I
shape.
have two.
Two different ones.
Yes, I have the integrated one and the dedicated one.
Okay.
If you were to have a faster processor, you will be much better because you look right here, it says 1.26, 1.41, 1.45. And if you look at the specs, it's a 1.1. So it's actually going above what it's capable of doing. What is on this one? Mhm. 1.4, 1.8. Yeah, so this one has a slightly better CPU.
But
This
one.
one, yeah. That's probably why it gets less chopping on this one than what it gets on this one. Yeah. Just tell her, I mean, this is nothing personal with her. What you need is just a laptop with a better processor and hopefully a video card.
I wonder if the thing is still. Is this thing still going up? Live?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, okay. It's only been 16 minutes, but it's also like still.
Yeah, it's also choppy. I mean, and you don't even have anybody in there. If you try to open like more videos, like in this case, it gets worse.
Yeah. Also, when I'm trying to share when I be trying to share a screen,
Mhm.
mine's is always like it's always lagging. So let's say first when I'm on the screen and we want to play a video to talk about the video. If I share it, it's not gonna play. If it plays, it plays like lag behind or something like that.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, there is no reason for that CPU to always be at our 70%. You see my computer and even yours.
At 1.8. So the maximum speed is the thing.
Yes, the maximum speed. I mean, the processor has a lot of components. You see base speed, sockets, cores, logical processors. So they have different ranges of CPUs. But this one is at the lower end. This is AMD. This is an old one, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's old and slow. And then the camera thing was messed up. So I end up having to get a new camera to put on top of it, but then it still was doing it. So that's a little better than that, but it still won't do the show though, because it needs to be, I guess, the video card as well.
Yeah, I mean, I see the video card right here. It's taking. I mean, all the computers, they include one, a basic one that takes care of some basic stuff. It's a 20%, but the main CPU is always running 100.
Wash yourself in the sink real quick.
Hmm?
Can I wash yourself in the sink real quick?
Oh, sure, yeah.
So that's how many running at one time?
Come again?
How many windows? Oh, it's like 4 windows at one time.
Yes. Yeah, to me, it all comes down to the laptop. I mean, you have to upgrade it. If you like, I can send you some specs that you could probably ask for, and it doesn't have to be that expensive. I mean, if we get into Amazon, let's see. Eh. See, there are a few ones like this one for 15. This is still considered entry level, but it will definitely behave much better than this.
So what is it? The Intel Core i5? That's a small.
Yeah, they have like several different families, like from bottom to top. So they go Celeron right on the floor, then Core i3, Core i5, Core i7, Core i9. So they go all the way. Those are different families, and they behave like the higher they are, the expensive they are. So Core i3, it's still something I wouldn't buy. Core i5, I would buy it depending on what you need it for.
What the heck? And this one is this not even the Core I though, right?
No, this is a set.
And why StreamYard doesn't say what does and doesn't work with their platform in terms of processor.
Mhm.
Because I'm not sure that they even asked me.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. It is, man.
Yeah, it's really slow.
This doesn't even have anything to do with the connection.
Yeah,
It's just the typing.
Yeah, that's what I even when I'm trying to type in the first private chat with the other co-hosts, like it's really slow.
Mhm. So this lady, she told you that this computer is for gaming and stuff?
Yeah, that's what I guess whatever platform. I think she said, hold on, she texted when she was getting it, whatever it said it was for games or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, the laptop is specifically for gaming and streaming, is what they said.
She may be confusing what laptop she's speaking about, because a laptop without a dedicated video card is not for gaming, never.
Video card.
Yeah, with a video card, gaming is impossible.
Yeah.
It's impossible. If you try to launch a game, it will completely fry the computer.
Mm. The CPU, wait, the laptop is specifically, not according to the specs I have. The CPU is the main protocol for streaming.
Main protocol. CPU is not a protocol.
But that laptop has enough sense it's good for streaming and podcast.
It's good for watching a stream. It's not good for streaming.
Mhm.
But sometimes people confuse it, streaming, with actually streaming a video, like watching a video on YouTube, for example.
Mhm.
But tell her that you are actually recording
Yeah.
the audio and video.
Which, yeah, that's what streaming would be, though, right? Streaming would be recording as opposed to watching the video.
Yeah. But if you go to an ISP or whatever, you will see that they talk about streaming video, like watching a video on YouTube. Oh, look at this. There we go.
What it said.
Hardware requirements: CPU modern, quad core at least, or AMD CPU at least, Core i7 or equivalent. This is a Core i7.
So Core i7 is probably the lowest that it can have.
It's probably it's the one that will give you the best performance. You can use a Core i5, but Core i5 may get laggy as well.
Mhm.
And it says the integrated GPU in any modern CPU should be more than enough. So actually, this right here says that the most important part is the CPU for it. So if you use the virtual background effect, then you do need a dedicated CPU.
Yeah, I don't know what the. All right.
She venting?
No, she's in a meeting. I was trying to call her, and so I don't have to like read the text, but because I never even read all these texts yet.
She's based in the US?
Yeah,
Okay.
but she said she was on the meeting. But Yeah, and I don't know. I think it has because I just got it, so I don't know if it has like a different policy on there, whether either you can return it or exchange it.
Okay.
So I don't want to. Probably just got it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. So this is the problem. You can test with speed test. So that website that you were using for testing the latency, where did you get it from?
Them StreamYard people.
Huh?
They
Because
told
right here they say that to use speed test.
for latency.
Yeah, for latency, network latency, like this
Yeah,
website.
I used that speed test and then I did it and it said it was fine. So the internet is fine, but then once once I got to once I text them online, this right here.
Mhm.
See, that's interesting. Like I wonder if I can ask them now, like, cause wait, am I?
Yeah, after seeing those system requirements, I'm convinced that it's just the laptop is not cutting it. At least a Core i7 or equivalent. See, the RAM is 6 to 8, so you're more than capable with 32 gigs.
Yeah,
But sometimes people think that the RAM is the most important part, and it's actually not.
yeah.
The RAM is just like a storage bag where the CPU puts stuff when it cannot process it.
Mhm.
So if the CPU is low enough, there is nothing you can do about it. This is frustrating. I would never have a computer like this. Even my works laptop is much better.
Mhm.
And have you considered maybe a used laptop?
Yeah, I mean, I would have to get it, but at the time, because that was used, and again, that one was working for. Yeah, that's why I think that's why it's so confusing because that one was literally working and then it stopped.
I can try to make this one work again because this one was working better than this one, right?
Mhm.
Just a little.
Yeah. So the main issue was the processor speed or capacity.
Oh, the processor, yeah, capacity. So what you're asking?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if they have the because the person who answered me, they didn't ask me anything about the computer processor and stuff like that. And so I'm
Mhm.
wondering why they had me go test all these other things and telling me about codes and stuff like that, unless they assume that
Yeah, you don't even get a customer satisfaction survey from it, right?
yeah, I'm supposed to get one. Like they'll send me one to do it later, but
They're taking the risks.
yeah.
So we are. Yeah, the CPU in here goes all the way to 100 as well. As long as you try to do something with StreamYard on the web browser. But at least, I mean, if you can. If you can have a better experience